AITA for refusing to give rides to a person who really needs them over a toxic comment? I'll try to be quick although it's a long story. I, a 26F, live in a very small town with my dad at 55M, who's disabled. He can get around on his own, it's just more convenient for us since I'm able to run most of the errands. Anyway, Dad has 2 cars, one has manual shift and the other is auto. Due to his mobility issues, Dad can't drive the manual, so it's usually me who's driving it. Also, my workplace is 2 hours away from where I live, it's not a massive deal for me. I also have a coworker, 40F, who relies on me for the rides even though it's a 20-minute drive from her home to the workplace. So I pick her up and drop her off. She doesn't have a car and public transportation is crappy in our area, and I also don't charge her for rides since I pass her street on my way either way. She just checks the location app and goes out whenever she sees I'm approaching her place. Or sometimes I park in her driveway. Recently the manual car wasn't starting, so I had to take the auto car. It's a really large SUV and I'm not very comfortable with driving it. I've been driving the manual car since high school and it's a super tiny coupe, so I'm used to smaller cars. It was literally my first time ever driving another car. Also, the manual car is an import and it's RHD, so my perception is slightly off when I drive a normal car. So she asked me to go in her driveway, and since I was driving the larger car, I messed up and accidentally hit the lawn with 2 of the wheels because I'm used to sitting on another side and because the auto car is wider than the manual one. Her driveway is super narrow, and as I said, I'm not familiar with driving huge cars, so it was a mess up on my end. Anyway, she saw the tire tracks on her lawn and was really pissed. She yelled at me saying that if I can't go in the driveway without hitting the lawn, I should get my license revoked. I explained that I couldn't take my car because it broke. She said that in this case I had to ask my dad to drive me to work. I got pissed because it was an unreasonable demand. First of all, my dad is disabled, second, he wouldn't be super thrilled about spending 4 hours behind the wheel just to take me to the work and back. So next day I texted her I won't be giving her rides anymore. I still drive the auto car because in the manual car a part broke and it needs to be delivered from overseas, so it takes time. I won't deny that maybe it was an overreaction on my part. But I feel hurt by her comment, and also I don't want to go in her driveway again, hit the lawn and get yelled at again. I'm not losing anything if I refuse to give her rides. And I feel like she should have been more grateful. Anyway, she was angry and called me a bitch. Our other coworker said I'm a jerk because the 40F really needs the rides. Now I think whether I was really a jerk. The 40F has a wild temper, so she probably didn't mean what she said. But it was still hurtful anyway.